Sophie Scholl, a 21-year-old German student, became a symbol of courageous resistance against the Nazi regime during World War II. Born on May 9, 1921, in Furchtenberg, Germany, Sophie grew up in a family that opposed Nazism. Her father, a politician and critic of the Nazis, influenced her early skepticism toward the regime. Initially, Sophie and her brother Hans were involved in Nazi youth organizations, but they soon became disillusioned with the party's ideology and brutality. By the early 1940s, Sophie and Hans, along with a group of like-minded friends at the University of Munich, formed the White Rose Resistance Movement. The group secretly produced and distributed anti-Nazi leaflets, calling for the overthrow of Hitler and an end to the war. Sophie played a crucial role in the group, using her position as a young woman to avoid suspicion while distributing propaganda. The leaflets, which quoted the Bible and prominent thinkers, urged Germans to resist the regime and reclaim their moral conscience. On February 18, 1943, Sophie and Hans were caught distributing leaflets at the University of Munich by a janitor loyal to the Nazis. They were arrested by the Gestapo and subjected to harsh interrogations. Despite the pressure, Sophie refused to betray her comrades and took full responsibility for her actions. During her trial, she boldly declared, "Somebody, after all, had to make a start. What we wrote and said is also believed by many others. They just don't dare express themselves as we did." Found guilty of high treason, Sophie and Hans were sentenced to death by the notorious Nazi judge Roland Freisler. Just hours after the trial, they were executed by guillotine on February 22, 1943. Sophie's final words were, "What does my death matter if through us, thousands are awakened and stirred to action?" Their graves were left unmarked, a deliberate attempt by the Nazis to suppress their legacy. Despite the regime's efforts, the White Rose movement became a powerful symbol of resistance. Sophie's bravery and moral conviction inspired countless others to oppose tyranny. Her story, suppressed for years, gained recognition in the 1960s, cementing her place as a timeless icon of courage and defiance against oppression. At just 21, Sophie Scholl's voice echoed through history, proving the enduring power of one young individual's stand for justice.